Hello, ELL students. This is Mr. Neal. This is our final lesson of the school year. And though it seems strange that the school year has ended the way that it has, it's a time for us to think back on everything that we've been doing and how we've grown. I've watched a lot of you grow as individuals this year and become even stronger and more confident and happy human beings. And I miss being able to see you face to face. And it's always made my heart so happy to hear that you're all doing safe. And every time I receive an email about what's happening, seeing your faces in Zoom meetings, hearing you, that's been really nice for me. Our final lesson of the school year is going to have us thinking and reflecting on our year. Very simply, just a handful of questions that I want to guide us through real quick. So, we are going to be doing an annual reflection. For this assignment, go ahead and just think about these questions. I want you to respond to each of these questions in writing and to send them to me. Reflection is an important part of learning because it allows us to think about how things have changed and to really focus on the changes that have happened and where we plan to go from there. So I want to guide us through some questions to reflect. I'd like to hear you respond to each of these questions in, 2-3 sentences each. Our first question: how did I grow as a reader this year? Did you learn to enjoy reading more? Did you find stories that entertained you, that made you laugh, that made you sad, that made you think? Do you think you've become a stronger reader in English, being able to understand stories better? Do you think you've been better at analyzing stories, looking at things differently, looking at the characters and the changes and the lessons of stories? Go ahead and tell me in 2 to 3 sentences, how did you grow as a reader this year? Our second question: how did I grow as a writer this year? Tell me, did your writing get more organized? Did your handwriting get better? Did you write your first essay this year that you've never done before? Did you learn how to organize your academic writing? Did you learn how to write a letter in English? Tell me about that in 2 to 3 sentences. What topics did I enjoy learning about this year? Now, you're welcome to tell me about any topics that you enjoyed learning this year, but I would prefer that you talk about the topics in my classes. Tell me, what was something that you enjoyed learning about? Did you enjoy learning about human rights? Did you enjoy reading what we did about courage and the breadwinner? Did you enjoy reading about storytelling? Did you enjoy learning about these things? Tell me. That's good feedback for me. How did I improve as a student this year? Now, this doesn't have to be connected to English class. Did you get better at organizing your school papers? Did you figure out different strategies to complete homework or to take tests? Did you learn how to better advocate for yourself, to tell your teachers what you need and how to help you? Tell me this in 2 to 3 sentences. What is something that I need to improve upon in the future? Now, I have ideas about these for each of you, but I think you do too. What's something that you think you need to improve upon? Do you need to improve upon your organization skills? Were your folders messy? Did you forget to fill out your planner? Do you need to improve upon your ability to type on a computer? Do you need to improve upon your skills with academic writing? Tell me in 2 to 3 sentences. What do you want Mr. Neal to know? What do you want me to know about your year, about your experiences, your growth, your education? What is it you want me to know? Do you have feedback for how I teach? Was something really effective? Was something like really hard? Did you enjoy certain activities and projects that you really want me to know, like, yeah, that was actually really fun to do. Please do that with students again in the future. Do you want me to know what the school year meant to you? Let me know these things. Wanted to take a moment and say thank you, ELL students. I'm very, very, very proud of you all. There was a lot of learning, a lot of laughs this year, and this has been one of my favorite years of teaching. And all of you have been a part of that. It has been a pleasure to be your teacher. And I hope that I get to stay in contact with you over the summer. I would love to hear from you. Feel free to email me. I'd love to hear what you're doing. I would also love to hear what you're reading. And I hope to stay in touch with you in the future. I don't know what the fall is going to look like quite yet. No one really does. But I want you to know that your ELL community, the friends and acquaintances, your teachers that you've had in the ELL classroom this year are going to miss you and they're going to support you. And I want us to continue that community. It's been a wonderful year. I hope that you all have had a good experience. I will hopefully hear from you over the summer, and I will see many of you next year. Bye.